Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you look at the price of XRP, which is what I'm going to talk about in this video, you can get the vibe that there's something going on. And I've been looking at some comments by some people on social media, and I am tending to agree with them. Now, consider the last couple of months, what we've seen, right? With coins like Avalanche, Solana, even Cardano starting to pump really hard. Now, all of these three tokens heavily depended on XRP and the outcome of XRP's lawsuit to basically gain confidence from people who they're basically partnering with and other people who are investing in those tokens, even though they themselves aren't legally clear. So of all of these tokens that are out there at the moment, the XRP token, our coin XRP, is the only one with legal clarity. Okay. Now, it also has by far the largest partnerships and collaborations across the world, right? The only company that comes maybe a little bit close to XRP in the magnitude of, their partners is maybe Solana, with their partnerships with Amazon and Google, which are two of the largest technology companies in the world. And these two companies are seen to be, to have bottomless pockets, and such people responded appropriately. However, there are hundreds of coins that have pumped immensely at the very mention of even like the most mundane partnerships out there, the slight positive news, and they pump. Whereas XRP, basically for the last half a year, has had nothing but good news, right? Back-to-back victories against the government, against all odds. It's had legal clarity, it's had the biggest partnerships, and everything is so obvious that XRP is a token of the future and set to dominate everything. However, if you look at the price, it's stagnant. The effect has even become more noticeable in the last couple of weeks with the massive pumps that we've seen in some large caps. So it takes away from the argument that large caps don't pump as much yet. We've seen Solana almost do 100% in the last couple of months. We've seen Cardano do 60%. We've seen Avalanche approach 70, 80% as well. And we've seen meme coins just go absolutely wild. And all this time, the price of XRP is actually less than it was 2 months ago. So XRP Army, besides being absolute diamond hands, are starting to ask some questions. What is going on with the price of XRP? Before I dive into what I think the major problem is, there are also some minor problems to consider. Now, if you compare retail investment into XRP to something like Solana or Avalanche, the XRP community, like I said before, is absolutely diamond-handed compared to Solana. I know this because I paper-handed out of Solana when it started to take a dump because of the FTX FUD. And a lot of people paper-handed off Cardano, paper-handed out of Avalanche. Cardano also has a strong community, not as strong perhaps as XRP, but pretty strong, right? But Solana, Avalanche, all those other coins, their community is nowhere as strong as XRP. The effect of that is, during the downturn, a lot of people sold Solana on the way down. And these same people are now FOMOing back into Solana, which is why we're getting a lot of retail activity back into Solana. Okay, so even people that believed in Solana and Avalanche, they sold and panic sold on the way out, right? And now they're just getting back in. So we're getting a kind of retail pump as well, right? But for XRP, most people that love XRP already own XRP. A lot of them are fully loaded, the bags are ready to go. So there is no FOMOing back in of people who panic sold because XRP community didn't panic sell. Also remember that XRP community didn't experience an all-time high in 2021 like other tokens. So people didn't sell and get out of their positions hoping to buy back in lower. People just hodled through the whole thing. There are some people who did sell. There were some profits taken, of course, but the vast majority of retail are all in on the number of coins that they need and they're just waiting for the glory days to come. A lot of people have held for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, etc. So that's why we're not seeing a retail FOMO in of people who love XRP, because they already own lots of XRP. Now, the other thing that everyone is talking about, and which is starting to become apparent, is price manipulation. So XRP, I mean, I'm not only talking about you and me and the average XRP retail hodler. I'm talking about people in positions of authority, people who have access to information that you and I perhaps don't. Those people even are talking about price manipulation. Let me show you one of such. So this article is from about half a month ago. And even then, people were talking about price manipulation. The XRP community is abuzz with discussion of potential price manipulation. This debate is fueled by observation from key figures from the XRP army who are raising concerns over unusual price patterns despite significant developments. Okay, so that's what I talked about earlier. Edward Farina, XRP Healthcare's head of social adoption, first brought this issue to light. I don't know if you remember a video I made a couple of months ago about XRP Healthcare. I'm surprised that that isn't pushed more and talked about more, because healthcare is a major department to dominate, and XRP completely dominates that particular area, especially in the United States. And healthcare generally is a problem in the United States. If XRP can bring a decentralized solution to healthcare in the United States, that is a massive bull signal, right? And it's a huge utility for XRP. So while we are focused on payments and stuff like that, there's things like healthcare, that is of direct impact to the people of the country that adopt this, right? And healthcare is more than often seen as at least positive, okay? It's not perceived at this, at the same level as the CBDC, New World Order level stuff that, people talk about when they think about XRP. Anyhow, he pointed out that despite Ripple's consistent flow of positive news and developments over the past year, the price of XRP has remained relatively unmoved. So he said that on Twitter. This was his tweet a few weeks ago. So Ripple has major excellent news for the past 12 months and the price of XRP hasn't budged an inch. Any useless coin, you can see he's a little bit frustrated there. Any useless coin, as soon as it has a crappy partnership, goes up in price. And you still believe the price of XRP isn't manipulated? So basically, this guy, he's the head of XRP social adoption. Okay, XRP Healthcare head of social adoption. So again, he has access to some information that you and I don't have, and he sees the data and he has a higher level view of what's happening. And even he is saying this, okay? Farina compared this stagnancy to the price behaviors of other cryptocurrencies, which he notes often experiences price surges on the back of less impactful news, like, partnering with a bank down the road or a shoemaking company or something like this. His statement via X was unequivocal. So that's what we've just read now. The influencer known as Wall Street Bull, I think a lot of people know who that is, added to the debate by highlighting recent abrupt changes in the XRP price. He specifically referred to a rapid increase and subsequent decline yesterday. So that would have been a couple of weeks ago, which he alleges was a manipulative pump and dump scheme, leading to a significant profit for certain players, okay? So, people have pumped and dumped XRP right in front of our eyes. He stated, yesterday's rapid pump and dump of XRP, which resulted in a minimum profit of around 5 million for some, highlights the effectiveness of quick market movements and manipulation for substantial gains. The crypto pundit further alleges a systematic suppression of the price. So that's the one that everyone's talking about. There's a systematic suppression of the price. And I have noticed this as well. Like, I've been watching the charts for a while, and you would see XRP start to gain momentum, a bit of fire being lit underneath the chart. It starts to go, and then blammo, all of a sudden, someone dumps a massive chunk and it just basically is rejected exactly at the same place nearly all the time. Now, you can argue that that's a natural resistance level, but XRP really, if you consider the things that it's doing around the world, it really should blast past any resistance. Any other token, even Bitcoin, would pump massively if, for instance, they were working with a country like Palau and they've basically implemented a national CBDC, right? That's US dollar backed, okay? Any other token in the world will pump. XRP doesn't even budge. He pointed to an incident where a rumor about a BlackRock ETP correlated with a sudden rise in the XRP price to 75 cents, followed by a drop to 58 cents. I remember that. And then a stabilization at 60 cents to 62 cents. News BTC reported. He interprets this as evidence of deliberate market manipulation by entities with significant financial resources. So we've seen this a couple of times in the last couple of months where some fake news just comes into the ecosystem and then the price pumps on the fake news and then somebody just dumps, and then subsequent to the dump they tell you, oh, that was fake news. So I said this at the time that this smells of, a deliberate pump and dump operation, and people with substantial amounts of money were in on it, and there's not real evidence, but the pattern there is clear. The article goes into a little bit more detail, but basically what they're trying to say is this is the time that we should already have seen XRP be at least higher than the previous all-time highs. I'm talking about the previous all-time high in from 6 years ago, because the price of XRP has been artificially suppressed by the lawsuit. And now that we've passed that, I know the whole thing isn't over, but the part of the lawsuit that suppressed the price has been decisively won by Ripple. And XRP really should be above $4 as I speak. But it isn't, because for some reason, it seems as though the price is being manipulated. There's good news in that, okay? The good news is people have had a longer period of time to accumulate more, myself included. Now, had the price not been manipulated and kept artificially low, I wouldn't have been able to get in at these prices that I got in at. So that's actually good news for me. And the other good news is at some point in time, even the manipulators want to make some money, right? And they're going to basically take their foot off of the neck of XRP. And at that point, at least we shall see a significant pump. Okay, and when I say significant pump, I'm not talking about the proper pump that's going to happen when the switch moments do happen eventually. I'm talking about just letting it flow to its natural level, which should be above $4 in my opinion. It's not financial advice, do your own research. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.